Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada. And today we bring to you another big competition for Team Canada as we begin the 2023 North American Gold Cup. As you can see here on the screen, we've already played one game in the Nations League, got off to a good start in that competition, and now we'd like to get off to a similar start here in the Gold Cup. Now, in that competition, in the Nations League, we beat Trinidad and Tobago 2-0, right? No, 3-1. And now we face that same team again in the Gold Cup. So we should get off to a good start, but you never know. I mean, 3-1's not a dominant performance. They were just a couple of goals away from making things very interesting. So we got to play a little better this time around and do what we have to do to get a dominant win. Because, goal differential can be a huge factor when it comes to the Gold Cup. Two teams go up, but, points are sometimes hard to come by in the group stage. Shouldn't be a huge issue for us in this particular group stage, but if any one of these teams jumps up and upsets us, then that could throw everything out of whack and anybody could move on. Now, as far as board expectations, they want semifinals in both competitions. So we've got our work cut out for us, that's for sure. Now, currently, the board is pretty happy with us. We're sitting here 59%. They like our international stature. Our international stature is still 49th, still sort of holding on at the world rankings. Under 50, I guess that's good, but we want to move up, and we want to, continue to climb that ladder. So let's take a look at the Gold Cup competitions and see where we're at, see the standings. Now, it's going to be our first game, but a few other games have already been played. And as you can see, Curacao, Martinique are top of Group A. That's the group that anybody could win. You'd think that Curacao would probably be the favorite there, but you never know. Martinique's also a decent team. Mexico, Guyana, Panama, USA, that's probably the toughest group. Mexico played USA in that first game, beat them 2-0, as you can see here. So that's a tough start for USA. They're going to have to bounce back. Now, they got another game against Mexico, right? Well, maybe we better check the rules on this one. Is it one game each? 3 games, play each other once. So that's bad news for USA. They're going to hope one of these other teams falter. Group C, yet to play. Group D, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, also yet to play. Now, we play Costa Rica last. They're the big team that we've got to get past in Group C. So we got some time to build some momentum towards Costa Rica, and that's going to be pretty good. Speaking of momentum, we did play a friendly before this. We played against Chile and lost 1-0 in a friendly in front of 24,000 people at BC Place. It's a bit of a snooze fest, honestly. 1-0. Not a lot happened there. We'll take a look. We'll watch the goal, I guess. It was just, a lot of back and forth, a lot of up and down. And they caught us with an 85th minute counterattack, and here it goes. Castillo, Fernandez out wide, and watch this cutback across the goal. Not much we could do about that. It was just a great cross, and Sueves puts it away. And we lose 1-0 to Chile. That's not a horrific result. Chile's pretty good. Get out of here. Take a look at Chile. They got some decent players, some, 20 million teens. A lot of guys in the teens. Nobody in their roster is terrible. So that's, they got a very solid roster. They're 28th in the world. So, they're quite a bit higher ranked than we are, but I still feel like this is the kind of level that we can compete with. And you can kind of see we did compete with them. It was only 1-0. but we still sort of failed to manufacture goals against top teams, and that's one of our glaring problems. So we got to we've yet to figure that out. Okay. I guess we can get to our matchup today versus Trinidad. There's not a lot else to go over. We got like roster situations to go over. We'll talk about that as we go. Let's get to the match preview today. Trinidad playing at FedEx Field in Washington, D.C., 57,000 out of a 91,000 capacity. So again, we played in this last time. We played in the Gold Cup, monstrous stadium out there in FedEx Field. But we are the favorites, 6-4. Coming in decent form. Look at that, 2 losses in our last 5, 2 in a row. We got to break the schneid here, get off the schneid. Inconsistent form for Trinidad, 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. We've apparently played them 1 time in our history and beat them, so that's good for us. They like to play the 4-1-4-1. We're going to play the 4-2-3-1. Now, if you've been watching my Canada or my Vancouver episodes, you'll notice that I've got a new tactic to go up against the 4-1-4-1. We're going to use it here. I mean, it's not a new tactic for sure, but it's a little tweak to the Z formation. Let's see, their biggest strength is creating chances from the 4-1-4-1. Head coach Rajesh Lachu. We looked at this guy when we played him in the Nations League. Been there since 2021. So they're letting him run the cycle, I guess. Decent coach, good with working with youngsters. We looked at these guys before. Trinidad, roster-wise, they've got a full roster, so that's good. Troy Stewart looks like a pretty good striker here. Yeah, he's okay. Decent speed, work rate. His technicals are lagging, but that's no good. Their number 1 most valuable player here, Tristan Hodge, left back, can also play central defense. Not great jumping reach. He's contracted to Memphis in the USA lower leagues. He's okay, but not exactly a guy to be feared. All right. So is there anything else we need to look at here? Breezy, 89, sunny. Fernando Guerrero Ramirez has not refereed this year, apparently, or at least not in this competition. Not a lot else to look at. Let's go. Get to the team selection. Now, I made some mistakes when it came to calling up some players. I sort of forgot some guys. There were some guys hidden on the under-23s. We left out Rocco. We left out Zlatkovic. Who else did we leave out? We left out a couple of other guys. So, yeah, our bench is a little different, a little bit thin, you might say. But, we do have Carducci on the bench. We're resting some guys as well because some of those guys played in that friendly. Tamori, Henry, Cornelius, Cabra, Mark Anthony K. Arfield is on the team, the old fella. He's probably not going to be on the team for very much longer, but, he's still fit. He's still ready to go, so called him up. He's still one of our better players. Jonathan David on the bench, Asario, Timoteo, Hundle, still holding on, 3 stars, still playing for TFC. And then Lutweiler, a goalkeeper, on the bench. So we shall submit that team. Yeah, lacking some match sharpness. Alfonso Davies, he's got issues of his own. He's at 39% fitness, and we just couldn't, even though we played him in the friendly, he gained like no fitness. He's got, contract problems. He wants transfers. We tried to bring him in Vancouver, and our board got cheap on us and wouldn't let us offer him a proper salary. They only let us offer him $2 million, and he wanted like $3.5, which we can pay $3.5 million. We got no problems paying $3.5 million, but the board said no more than $2 million. So that sucks. Cheapskate board. Anyway, they are going with the 4-1-4-1. Okay, team captain over here and making his debut, Mikhail Williams. 1 appearance. I guess this isn't his debut. Anyway, 7.10 rating. He played pretty well. Look at this. Hand to me in goal. He's our best goalkeeper. Tried to call Borgen up for one last swan song, and he was not available. It said he is not available for call up to the national team, probably because he's set to retire before this competition ends. So that's it. We got issues, and they're squarely in goalkeeper. Pantami is our best keeper. We got to do something about that. Adekugbe at the left back. So this is where Zlatkovic should be, but Adekugbe's, he's fine. He's fine there, no problem. Dunn and Jaguar. They've got a little partnership, so no problems with those guys. They're playing, they're starting for Vancouver. We should have Rocco on the team, but we do not. Oro on the right-hand side, going to give us a little bit of push on the right-hand side. Piet and Norman in the midfield. Davies, we're going to play him on the left. You know, he's either going to get fit or die. That's our situation we got going on here. Like, come on. If we can't use you, you're no use. So do something. Shamit Shom in the midfield. Faria on the right-hand side. Jordan Faria. He's been playing quite a bit for TFC this year. Take a look at his history. Why does it say Montreal? He's not. Oh, yeah, it is Montreal. That's right. We did trade him to Montreal. Anyway, 17 appearances, 7 assists. Why did I think TFC? Is that because he's wearing a TFC uniform? He's wearing a TFC uniform here. Anyway, Millar up top. 2 goals in 1 appearance. Don't know when those goals happened. That must have been Nations League. Anyway, let's get out of here. The roster has been going on forever. Pep talk. You should be winning this one comfortably. Go out there and win it. Faria gained confidence. Okay, good man. Let's see. 4-1, 4-1. We don't need to tightly mark the defensive midfielder. We'll press him, though. We'll press the winger. We're going to press everybody. Pressure. Do either of these guys do anything special? Hackenshaw, Daniel, they don't look to be going forward. Maybe Daniel a little bit, but we'll play that by ear. All right. You sprung a few surprises. Yes. What's the thinking behind that? Some players will play here. Others will play elsewheres. Look at that monstrous stadium. FedEx Field. Let's go. Canada in the reds, Trinidad in the blues. Do we need extended highlights versus Trinidad? Probably not. All right. There's the goal scorer. Last time he scored a goal on us, Andre Fortuna. He scored on us last time. Got that late goal to give them 3-1, make it look respectable. Got to keep an eye on him this game. Not a lot happening. Okay, so we might need extended highlights just to see what's up. Can't let this game go by as a draw. That would be awful. Okay. Nothing's happening. 55% possession. 4 shots, 2 on target. Yep. We should be dominating. But so far, not so much. Nothing is happening. Come on, boys. Give me something. Here we go. Shamit Shum, corner. Sends it in. Dunn gets a head on it. Okay. I mean, that's the play. That's what we want. What's Shamit Shum? What is his free kick or corners? 12 corners. Is that our best? That could be our best. Anyway, here we go. Throw in. Oro. Not a great throw in, but Norman's going to track it down. Oro's going to jam forward on attack. Oh, look at him sending it forward to Davies. Nope, can't get there. Adekugbe getting forward. Everybody's getting forward now. All of our fullbacks, midfielders, everybody. Faria dropping it back to Piet. Look at, he's got Adekugbe on the overlap. Crosses it. Own goal. Yep. Bateau Sheldon Bateau with the own goal. Ranjit Singh. I mean, he made a valiant effort. You can't blame the keeper on that. He was not expecting that cross to go towards goal. He nearly tapped it out right there. He got a hand on it. Uh-oh. Trinidad. There's the goal scorer, Fortune. Jaguar heads it out. Hackshaw has it. Trinidad's going to reset the attack here after the set piece. There's Bateau. Hackshaw. It's a good name. Fortune. Ah, look at that. Pantami. Let's take a look at Pantami, speaking of that. Oh, nope, no time for that. Highlights are coming fast and furious now. Schmidt-Schoen gets the throw in. Piet centers to Norman. Norman's got two strikers waiting there. Faria, I almost call him Fiera. Anyway, Davies sends it back post to Faria. Header wide. It was a nice little pass. I like that from Davies. Anyway, back to Pantami. This is the best we got, boys. This is it. I mean, he's physically pretty decent. Very strong, big. That was one of the things that put him over the top of a lot of our other goalkeepers, was just he was physically better. Technically, mostly the same. Mentally, mostly the same. He's very determined. But it's going to be an issue against higher competition. Schmidt-Schoen to Piet. Piet's going to take it. Headed out by Hodge. You know, one problem with Canada is we don't have any... Oof, that was awful. We don't have any exciting players in our midfield. Nobody who's going to make a big play, score a big goal. And it's an issue. It's an issue for us. Now, let's get to the dressing room here. Now, you might say that Arfield is the guy to do that, but he's getting old. You know, and he can't get in position anymore. He can't take the ball and run through the defense anymore. Look at, oh, he's up to 52% now. That's good for Davies. Hallelujah. Everybody else is, I guess, fine. Pep talk. Played well, but there's room for improvement. Let's get out of here. Have they made any... Is there any analysis? No analysis. Opposition, did they make any substitutions? No. Alright, so we're good. We're fine. Start the second half. So I see this with Vancouver as well. The problem with this rendition of the Z formation is we don't have any midfielders who can take the ball, get creative, and score. And that is surely an issue. Nobody who can play a roaming playmaker. You know, no attacking midfielder who can, like, shoot the ball and score and get creative. Now, Schmidt-Schoen's pretty decent. I mean, he's getting better mentally all the time. And if he continues to improve like this, he can be pretty adequate for us. But he's not what I would call a great player. Here's Daniel. He's going to get a shot. Goes wide. That was on target. I don't know that Pantami is stopping that one. Here comes Trinidad. They are turning up the pressure on Canada. Daniel again with a shot. Pantami didn't necessarily need to do that. Team instructions. We're going to try some more direct passing. Take off a lot of that stuff. Alright. Hoof it, boys. Hoof ball. Let's go. Fortune again. Headed out. Daniel nearly got that header. I mean, that was inches away from him getting that. Okay. Highlight ends. Very nice. Got some bad ratings out there. Let's give the boys a shout. Let's demand more. Oops, we should look at the first team, I suppose. All right, we're motivated. There we go. Focused. Let's go. Let's get a second goal here. 1-0 over Trinidad is not great. Adekugbe. Shom. Davies. He is hammered. Daniel playing a whale of a game. Boots it out of there for Trinidad. Hoofed right back down for Rhea. Can he get to it? He does. Sends it across. Davies with the header. Ranjit Singh with the save. All right. Going to get Davies out of there. Bring in Timoteo. You know, Timoteo came in for Brim. Brim was not happy being left out of the squad. He's another one of those guys who was like, yo, why am I not in the squad? And last time I told him it's because he wasn't playing. This time I just sort of forgot he existed. So that was my fault again. But, I mean, Timoteo is not a bad player. Look at him. He's pretty good. He's improving. 3.5 stars. He's pretty good. No problems. 67 minutes. Now let's see Timoteo make a big play. He's a little bit, you know, he doesn't have the speed, obviously, that Davies has, but he's got other qualities about him. He seems to play better defense, even though Davies used to play fullback. So I don't know what that is. It's just some sort of mentality situation. All right, they've made 3 substitutions. Free kick, Garcia drops it off. Gomez takes a wide arcing shot. Pantami keeps the ball in bounds. All right, opposition instructions. Brought in a new defensive midfielder. Brought in new midfielder, Reyes, and a new attacking left winger. Okay. Okay. Mark 'em all. 75 minutes, 1-0. Maybe we should have gone with formation number 2 here. Go a little bit more attacking, but I'm just worried about the goalkeeper situation. I mean, they do have 4 shots on target. Oh, look at that. They've gone to the 4-3-3. They've gone attacking. They are 1 goal down. They could pull a stunning upset here with a draw. Headed out. Moses, good defense. Get it. There we go. Norman, great play. Gets it to Miller. Here we go. Starting the counterattack. Miller, where did you send that? That was awful. He had men streaking down the right and the center, and he plays it back to Timoteo. 81 minutes. What's the sub that would make the biggest impact here? Could bring in our field for Norman, and we could bring in Asario, so we could do a lot of that. Could also bring in David. I kind of want to save him, so we will. We'll bring in our field for Norman. Piet just got a yellow. That stinks. Adekugbe, 83 minutes. Sends it forward. Timoteo, let's go. Shamit Shom sends it across the field to Oro, streaking on the overlap. The little guy sends it in. Millar's there. Millar with the tap in. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. We needed that. We needed that one real bad. But we're just not dominating the way we should. Millar heads it, gets the rebound. Outstanding play. But we just needed more of that. I don't know what the problem is. Piet's been booked. Yeah, definitely ease off, my man. Adekugbe, okay, heads it to Timoteo. 84 minutes. Oh, Daniel almost steals it. Daniel again playing his heart out. Timoteo plays it forward for Rhea. Oh, there's a big stop. This whole Trinidadian team is playing their hearts out. Gotta give it to them. Shamit Shom. Ooh, he almost snuck that one into the top corner. Schmidt-Schoen's having a little trouble out there at 63%. Make our final sub, bring in Osario for the last few minutes. There we go. 4 minutes of extra time. Throw in. Still got 3 minutes to go here, so we could get a tacky late goal at a Kugby to our field. Plays it forward to Oro. Oro's going to take the shot. Oh, just wide. I thought that was in. He tried to hit that far post. Just couldn't make it. Is Trinidad going to get a late goal? Make it look highly respectable. They do. That was a great shot. And honestly, they earned that. They earned a 2-1. They played a heck of a game. And we did not. Gomez, look at that shot just out of the reach of Pantami. You know, Borjan might have stopped that. But we can't think about that. We cannot think about that. He is gone. He's in the past. He is retiring in a mere handful of days. 1 minute to go. Oro sends it downfield to Millar. He just sort of heads it on. Okay. You know, maybe we should try Davies at striker. Ow, Osario gets destroyed by Gomez. That looked very painful. Our field playing around with it in the midfield. Let's finish this one off. Come on. I've had enough of Trinidad. 2 games in a row, they played us very tight. Oro, can we get another cheap one late? No. Are they going to give us this corner? They're going to give us this last corner. Our field. Can we execute? Can we execute the training ground play? Jaguar gets ahead on it. Well, that should do it. Canada 2-1 over Trinidad. I mean, what are you going to do? Dunn just knocks it out. What can you do when you have a game like this except win and move on? Oh, Dunn with a 2-footed lunge. Come on, ref, where's the whistle? Where's the whistle? There we go. If they'd have scored there, that would have been a disaster. Look at that. Gomez wins the player of the match for Trinidad. 8.3 rating and a goal. There's Daniel. 6.7 rating. I thought he played a little better than that. Fortune, 6.5. Not a great game. Hackshaw, George. So they took out the guys who didn't play well, except for Garcia. I guess they could have taken him out, but they might not have much choice at this position. Anyway, 2-1. Survive and move on. We got the 3 points. That's what matters. It's important to focus on the next match and not become complacent. You knuckleheads. Knuckleheads. Canada secure victory. So is this a case of having too many young players? You know, we don't have Tibert. We don't have Borjan. It's, you know, some serious leadership there that we're missing from this team. I don't know. We got issues. Can Canada build on the victory? Hopefully we can. Davies pleased with the win. Good for you, Alphonso Davies. See what his match fitness is looking up. It's up to 59%. So I guess that's getting there. By the time we play Costa Rica, should be like 70%, hopefully. We don't want to wear him out, but at the same time, he needs to get some match sharpness. We're going to have to rest a lot of guys for our next game as well. So we got things to think about. Take a look at the competitions. We're up top 3-0. Outstanding. I guess we'll pause it here and, take a look at the rest of the games and get a feel for what's happening. So pause. Okay, we're back. It only took a couple of clicks of the advance key, and we got our result. Costa Rica 2-1 over Guadalupe. So that is a very surprising result as well. So it looks like these smaller teams, they're putting up some very good fights in this Group C. Let's take a look at the group. Canada, Costa Rica, though, we're on top just as everybody would have predicted. With that goal differential, only a +1. So I guess that's good for us. The fact that Guadalupe put up a big fight against Costa Rica. The bad news is that now we have to play these guys coming up next. See how good they are. They don't quite have as strong a team, but they do have a couple of pretty good players here. Marcus Coco, 27 years old. Pretty good player. He is definitely, MLS quality or better. Valued at $13.25 million. Dimitri Cavare, 28 years old, contracted to Rotherham. Another guy who's really good. He's definitely MLS quality or better. So there we go. Something to look forward to. They have no world ranking. Don't know what that's all about. But we'll figure that out next episode. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.